trust you are well. Happy Sunday to you. Sunday morning in Abu Dhabi. Today, I have dressed this way because I am going for an awards ceremony. It's a Toastmasters awards ceremony. My club has got some accolades that need to be picked up. But then something very strange happened. Frida, something very strange happened. I've realized something about my Toastmasters journey, which is very different from my other endeavors, which I need to learn from, and I certainly want to flag up for a lot of you. My title is Trust the Process and Be Patient. In fact, for Toastmasters, I have so trusted the process. I have had no expectations of nothing from the Toastmaster experience, except that I came here to try and get a certificate to add credence to my speaking ability. I have not had any interest in any of the politics of the organization. I was in my club, Claire, and what I wanted to do in my club was learn. And as I learned, I gained skills. I remember not too long after I won my title, the VPE at the time approached me and said, well, you have a lot of experience, you could be a good mentor. I'm like, okay, if that could help the club, that could give back to the club part of what they have put into me, of course, I'll be a mentor. So I jumped in, and I have been a mentor for 3 years now. And then I had a project the year before, and as I had the project, it was about impact. I wanted to do some learning resources and whatnot. I talked to them about it. And then when the club officer election came around this time last year, I am the wing woman for the current president. Wing woman. I step in and I do whatever because he has been so supportive. He's mentored me, supported me, taken me to so many places. So I will wing for him any day. Does not matter. So when he comes to me and he says, well, you would be great for VPE, the outgoing VPE said the same thing to me. I'm an educator. It makes sense. VPE is Vice President Education. So yeah, that was very natural, and I thought, hey, okay, fine, I could do it. Yeah, I could do resources and I could modify a few things. Okay. I had no aspiration to be VPE. It just landed in my lap and I did it. What I was expecting to do this year was somebody else take over VPE, because I've done a lot of things I wanted to do in that VPE role. I wanted somebody else to take the role so that I could be free to go do whatever. And then the president comes to me again and says, you know who would be very good for presidency? And at the time I'm like, me? No. I don't want any political appointments in nothing. No. But then after a little bit of thinking, after a little bit of consideration, I've taken it. So actually, I am going to an awards ceremony today as an outgoing VPE and incoming president of my club. And the effortless way in which all these things have fallen in place has had me thinking. And I say, how you doing, bro? Good to see you. This has had me thinking about a lot of things around my life. When I engage with no expectations like this, and things happen the way they have happened for me in this Toastmasters journey, it is effortless, it is easy. You don't have to fret, you don't have to vibe, you don't, me too, rough, Nana, but I feel rough. It's good to see you, bro. Yeah. It is so effortless. I have not had to battle nobody. I have had to petition nobody. I just did me, and I let me shine through. And actually, when it was announced in my club that I was the incoming president, I have listened to a lot of people's congratulatory messages and messages of support. And a lot of them go along the lines of it's a natural thing, yada yada. And I'm thinking, ooh, Mimuna, right. The reason why this has been effortless is because I came in with no expectations, really. I came in wanting to do my bit and go. I have been very patient, and yes, the process has taken 3 years, 4 seasons to go through, but the 3 years it has taken for me to get here has been nothing, because I was not counting it down. I was not clocking nothing. I was just doing me, relaxing. I did not even have any expectations of the process. I was just going through the Toastmasters journey. When it gave me the opportunity to contest, I contested. When I contested, I did so with fidelity. When it was time for me to step up and try and give back to the members, I stepped up and I gave to the members in as many, in any capacity I could, really. When I am at my meetings, I'll take up roles, I would do whatever. It wasn't because I had any expectations of nothing. I just wanted to do things. And that's the lesson. The lesson I have found is that when you engage with fidelity, when you do things and you let processes be and you don't read any expectations into nothing, things come to you, and they come to you effortlessly. They come easy, much easier than all other aspects of me trying to do everything else. There's a lesson here for my career, especially. I have done the doctorate degree, and over the last year I have been thinking, I've got to do something with this doctorate. I've got to do. And because I have been focusing on wanting to do something with it, I have not really enjoyed the last year professionally the way I should have done. I did not. I was looking at other things, and yes, now I've discovered that there are so many other things that I need to have in place, publications being some of them, before the move and so on. It is going to take time to engineer this move. It's not going to be an overnight move. The last 12 years have felt so long, whereas the last 3 years on this Toastmasters journey was nothing. And here on in is the lesson for me, Proper Young, and for those of you who also want to draw that lesson. Let things happen naturally. Yeah, some of us are goal setters. I am a goal setter. But you know, sometimes it's better not to even have any goals. Just come in. And this is the promise I have made to myself for the next 12 months professionally. I have focused on building something on LinkedIn, and actually somebody else sent me some lines of inquiry that the person felt I'll be great at talking about, so I am going to continue with that like I did on Facebook. I came to Facebook, I had no great expectations really of nothing. I came here, it did me good morning, it did me good, brought me a lot of things that were unexpected and pleasant. So this is what I've told myself going forward professionally. We will have no crazy expectations. We will just, I am going to write articles and I'm going to publish articles. When I see conferences, I'm going to put myself on for those conferences, and I'm going to go and speak at those conferences. I'm going to see what other developmental opportunities come, and I'm going to take them. And I'm not really going to pursue them with the view of I need to change job descriptions, I need to change it, and no, I'm going to go with it. I have made peace with where I am. It's quite a solid career. I am very comfortable with where I am at right now. And even if I don't go anywhere else and I just tank and I do this professionally, I have so many things that I could do in other aspects of my life. I have decided, so I'm going to focus on that. That's why I have chosen to share this with you, because for me, various components of my own life have helped me to realize how you should engage and how I should not engage. Yes, Stephanie. The way to engage is to just come at things with no expectations. And I've known this. I've known this especially in my relationships. You go into things with no expectations. You become friends with people with no expectations. No. Wow. Now I need to look at this one. Yeah, something else has popped up on a billboard and I'm thinking, ooh, that might be one to look at. Yeah, listen. I am now at this point in life where you need to reflect and you need to make decisions. And I am reflecting and I'm making decisions. And one of the things that I have realized is that I've got to trust the process. The universe will take care of me. It will work for my good in the end. I don't need to fight. When you are who I am and you have experienced what I've experienced, fighting for your rights, fighting for this, fighting for that becomes a theme. But you know, in this I have just been reminded there's not always a need to fight. Sometimes you just need to be. You just need to be you. You just need to allow you to exhibit. And you just need to allow processes to happen. I did not lobby nobody for nothing. I did not expect. It is as much a surprise, but talking to almost everybody who has talked to me around this particular thing, everybody was like, oh, it's a natural progression. I mean, it just makes sense. Look at, you know, from VPE, the next one is president, but it had not even crossed my mind. And I cannot tell you how honored I am to be stepping into the Khalifa City Toastmasters Club presidency for this year, to especially be the president of the club for this year, to grow as much as we can, and more especially to be part of the clubs who welcome District 105 to Abu Dhabi around May next year for our district conference. This will be 3 years consecutively and 4 years in total that I have been doing DTACs. I don't know under what auspices, in what capacity I will be doing DTAC, but I will be there. This year I was not contesting, but I still took time off and I went there to support members. And again, I didn't go there supporting members. When I have acted in faith, I have trusted the processes and just let things be, I get much better outcomes than when I am busy. When I have been busy tearing the elements down to try and do this and do that, it hasn't really always gone my way. Good morning, Tony. But I've discovered a new way, a better way, and I want to share it with you and see if it helps you as much as it has helped me already. Tony, we fight and we set goals and we pursue goals because we do. But the expectations of outcomes is one that we probably might be better off to ease off so that we can have a nicer, more pleasant journey to destination. It will take as long as it takes. The journey will go wherever it does. Whether you are apprehensively staring through the window and asking, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Has never shortened a journey. Are we there yet? Has never shortened a journey. All it does is increase your perception of the distance traveled. Of what it does is reduce your patience on a very journey that you can't actually change much. What it does is it helps you to suffer whilst you wait for time inevitable. It's inevitable. You will wait a certain amount of time. There's nothing you can do about it. So the earlier you know this, the better. Yeah, Mohammed. 3 years have passed in Toastmasters like that because I did not count down those 3 years. If anybody had said to me 4 seasons, 3 years is what it would take for me to get here, it would have been too long for me. And if I had gone on that journey, counting down and fighting and lobbying, and then it would still have taken the same time to get here. But I'd have suffered a lot more to get here. That is the gospel according to the Lord, brought to you by Amatthew Amanson today, the 22nd of June 2025. It is a great lesson for myself, from myself, which is funny. You would think that all the things that happen to you would be in your consciousness. It has not been. This has happened quietly. And yeah, a few things have happened like that quietly. Few things, few times where I have been patient and I have let things be. They have pleasantly surprised me. I remember when I started working for the exam boards, I just turned up and I did my job. I had no aspiration to go into team leadership or to anything else. I just, and funnily enough, I was sitting, minding my business when team leadership was thrust onto me. And yeah, there have been a few times where things have surprised me, especially this Toastmasters journey. It has surprised me a lot. Last year, I was Toastmaster of the Year. Did not know that that award even existed. Did not know how you became Toastmaster of the Year. All I knew was that I wanted our club meetings to be fulfilling for myself and for other members. And for that reason, every time I went to meetings, I took on a role. And I did my role with gusto. I put myself forward to compete, to represent the club. I take the opportunity to spotlight the club whenever I could, but it was not with the expectations of nothing. I need to be known that there was this element of it. That's what I have realized is the better way for me to live going forward. So here we are. I'm having this conversation with self, and I'm telling self, girl, it's okay. It's alright. It's not always that you go guns blazing home. Nope. There are times where you just need to let it be. So for me, and whatever changes in my career that I will undertake, I have promised myself that it's going to happen naturally. I'm going to have to sit somewhere minding my business, and somebody will come to me and say, have you thought about, have you considered? For my next place, I need to be headhunted. I will be headhunted. I'll be sitting, minding my business, and it will land in my lap. Yeah. That's how I've decided I'm going to do this. And hopefully, my ramblings on help you also to come to decisions around inevitable processes. I would want you to have a more pleasant ride of life, because I can tell you, when you are striving, it is a lot of work. It's a lot of pain. It's not nice. Strife is not nice. So that is what is on my mind this Sunday. Hopefully what is on my mind is helpful to you. At least those of you who would have gone through, those of you who would have been thinking, fretting over, I've been at this job for 7 years and I have not had a promotion. It's okay. If the job doesn't satisfy you, change it and go somewhere else. I'm not saying stay in places that are not progressive. However, as for supervisor and leadership and management and the rest, those are not necessarily part of the job. Those are perks, and it's better not to fret on the perks, but to actually enjoy the job you have on your plate. What I've come to know is that supervisors, the management, and the rest of it, they will come to you when you are busy enjoying what it is you do. Those things will come to you when you are not looking, when you are not expecting. It's a very tough lesson I have learned. Today I've decided to live dangerously. Alright, let's do this. Let's see. I may be lost. Hopefully I'll be found soon. Sometimes you just need to have faith. Like now, a little bit of faith is all I needed. And it brings me back to where I needed to be. A knee jerk and I'd be lost going round in circles. That is exactly what I'm saying to you. Don't overthink it. Let it be. Let it be. Just let it be. Go through. Today is Sunday. No parking. I like it. We even get to have free parking. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Very beautiful. Yes. This app all the things I did to try and avoid coming off too early, I still did. Anyway, doesn't matter because I can do a U, which is what driving in the UK is going to present as its greatest challenge to me: the inability to U wherever you want. Here you can U everywhere you want. You can U. We don't understand what my problem is today, me, myself, and I. We were going fine, trusting the process, and then we began to overthink it. I suppose it's in line with what I am preaching. Don't overthink. Just let the natural processes be. Go with the flow and see where the tide takes you. That spirit of adventure and discovery is very important on this journey because it helps to distract you. It removes the painful elements. That's what I am learning. It's a great lesson. Yes. Lessons from Toastmasters for me and you this morning. Just go with the flow. Let the wind carry you and see where it takes you. Let the wind carry you and see where it takes you. Ooh. Okay, fish trading. I was thinking they had brought clothing here. I don't have fish and I don't intend to be a fish mama, so maybe fish trading is not it for me this morning. We don't. Okay, this is what, if I can't find another one. Good morning. Good morning. Plenty of parking. Look at that. I am here to help my club collect awards that I have done my bit to support us to gain. I cannot tell you how incredible that feels. I am here as part of the I am here as part of the delegation to collect awards that were obtained partly through my work. Amazing. And that's the thing. Work first. Yeah? Work first. Work diligently. Do so with fidelity. And then what is due you will come to you. You've got to believe that. What is due you will come to you. And when it comes, enjoy it. Celebrate it with everything you have. Assalamu alaikum. I'll see you guys on the way back. Hopefully my ramblings on have helped you as much as they have helped myself. See ya.